Hello, guys. Well, this is called Economic Principles. My name is Nathan Moron. I'm gonna be your facilitator, your guide for today. Let's say that. And I want you guys, please, to tell me more about you, about what is your name, how old are you, where you study, and what are you studying, and in which semester, year, or trimester are you right now? And you are gonna tell me what you like doing, if you like economics, if you like other topics, and etc. And what you like to say in this point. Okay, I'm gonna start. My name is Moises Moron. I am 19 years old. I study at at Universidad Metropolitana, and I'm in my fourth trimester. And I like economics a lot. I love uh, reading about this and talking and talk. I love talking about this. I love to talk about this and this scientific topic. Okay, who wants to read? Who wants to introduce?
So, can I start?
Okay, do it. Okay, do it.
Well, I can introduce myself if you want. Well, I don't know. Hello. Hi. Are you there?
Majo,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, introduce yourself, please.
Okay. Well, hi, my name is Maria Jose Padua. You can call me Majo. I'm 20 years old. I study medicine at the UCB. I'm at my fourth year. And well, actually, I don't know, like, no principles. So what I like about this, well, what I do like to learn in this chat club is about, I don't know, basic economic, basic principles and stuff, because I don't know nothing. I know nothing.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Who wants to be next?
Me.
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jean Bautista. I am 31 years old. I study mechanical engineering at USB in quarter, and I would like to know about term generals and economy and type the well, mercantilism, capitalism.
Okay. Who wants to be next? Next one.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Dayani Guerra. I am 18 years old. I'm a student at USP. I'm hospitality management. I'm in the second year. I like TV programs about the economy.
Okay, perfect. And the next one, please.
Hello.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't know. Well, hello. My name is Linda Prato. I am 20 years old. I study at the UCB and I am studying medicine. I am the third year and I don't know. I know nothing about economics. I mean, nothing, absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, we're gonna learn a little bit about it today. Who wants to be the next one?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Sharia Bendaño. I'm 22 years old. I'm at the UCB. I'm semester. I'm doing my thesis, and I like that.
Okay, okay, perfect. And who wants to be the next? Diego?
Me, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hello guys. My name is Diego Marfil. I am 20 years old and I'm studying systems in engineering at Universidad Metropolitana. I am in the fourth year and I don't know a lot about economy, but I like to read news and websites related to.
Okay, perfect. And that's it. Or there's anyone that hasn't introduced himself or herself? Okay, we're done here. Okay, okay. Let's go with the economic principles. Okay, the first one. I know. Okay, sorry. Who wants to read this paragraph here? This mini paragraph here.
I want.
Okay, go ahead. Do it.
Okay. Economic principles constitute a group of ideas that unify the field of study of the economy and offer a panoramic vision of the purpose of studying of the one. How individuals make decisions, 1, 2, 3, 4. How individuals interact between them, 5, 6, 7. And again, how the economic works as a whole, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay, perfect. And we have here that we're gonna have three groups of economic principles. The first group is about or are gonna talk about how individuals make decisions. The second group is gonna talk about or we're gonna talk about how individuals interact between them. And the third one and last one, we are gonna talk about how the economy works as a whole. Okay, we're gonna go with the first group, how individuals make decisions. Okay, here we have the first economic principle. Who wants to read this? This one?
Me, one, I want.
Okay,
First,
go ahead.
individuals face dilemmas. If you want something, it is going to cost something. To get something that we want, normally we have to give up something that we want too. To make decisions is to choose one thing between two objectives. Example, efficiency and equity. I don't know how to pronounce that. Efficiency goes to take advantage of the resources, and equity goes to
Equity.
distribute benefits between the population.
Okay, perfect. There is a word that you don't know here. You don't know the meaning.
No, I don't know how to pronounce
Equity.
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 Okay, equity.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna explain you guys this economic principle. Okay. Individuals face dilemmas. We have here that we every day we face dilemmas, and the society does it too. Society faces a dilemma about uh, efficiency and equity. What we have here, what is efficiency? Efficiency is basically take advantage of the resources that we have. For example, in Venezuela. In Venezuela, we have many resources. For example, natural resources, we have beaches, we have precious gold, and lots and lots of resources and fossil fuel that is our most important resource. And efficiency is to take money out of it. It's an example. Hey, we're gonna take money out of we're going to take money from them. Okay, people is going to come here to make tourism, and we're going to sell gold, and etc. etc. Okay, that money that we get from those resources, we're gonna try to distribute those benefits between the population, and that's equity. Equity is basically is that distribute benefits between the population with good services, security, etc., etc. You understood? Do you understand? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And the rest of you understood?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because this is gonna be like all of the principles are linked each other. We're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna take this point after and after in the other principle. So we're going to continue to the second economic principle, and if the cost of something is what people give up to get it. Okay, who wants to read this part?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
The cost of something is what people give up to get it. As we say, individuals face dilemmas, so for making decisions, they have to compare costs and benefits of the different forms of action they can choose. Opportunity cost is a thing which you must waste to obtain one other thing. Example.
Okay, perfect. And there is any word you don't know the meaning?
No.
Okay, we have here the cost of something is what people give up to get it. Okay, this principle is there's a summary that is in this part in opportunity cost definition, and is that thing which you must wait to obtain one other thing. You know what is wait?
No.
Okay, is give up. It's to let something, and yeah, it's to let something wait to get other things in this definition. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna explain you this economic principle, and is that what is the opportunity cost of staying in bed every day, like the man that is in the left part of the screen? What do you think? What is the instead of going to the university? What do you think is the opportunity cost? Okay, the opportunity cost of staying in bed is basically that he's not gonna get a degree, he's not gonna be productive, and well, he's not gonna do a lot of things that he would do if he goes to the university. And what is the opportunity cost of going to the university, like the man in the right part of the screen? Is that the opportunity cost is that he's gonna get a degree, he's gonna graduate, he's gonna be productive, he's gonna get a lot of money, and he's not gonna be basically a homeless, like the man of the left part of the screen. You understood this part, this economic principle? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna continue. We're gonna keep okay. And the third one and is this. Reasonable people think in marginal terms. Who wants to read this part here?
Me, I want to read again.
Okay, good.
Economists suppose that individuals are reasonable beings. These individuals do what is possible to achieve their objective. A lot of decisions that we make in life require adjust. These changes are called marginal change. In many situations, individuals make the best decision thinking in marginal terms. The person make a reasonable decision and only if the marginal benefit is higher than the marginal cost. I don't understand.
You don't understand what? Tell me.
I don't know. I think that I understand that when you decide to do something, because I don't know, maybe you buy it.
I can hear you because there is like a music there.
I don't know. It's not my music.
It's from Shari. Shari have something.
Sorry, please, can you
So,
go up? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, now tell me.
I think that they are talking about when you want something, I don't know, maybe buy something, you have to let something go. And sometimes you don't want to let that other thing go because you are going to lose something. And sometimes you have to think about what are you going to lose in opposed to what are you going to win. I think it's that, but I don't know. I don't think that.
Okay, we're gonna answer that question by this example. You well, marginal terms or marginal changes is about comparing two things. Okay, what do you guys? I'm gonna ask you this, guys. What would you? Well, let me tell you. What do you choose between getting a Nutella or a Toronto? If I tell you this, okay, you're gonna mop the floor of our office, and you're gonna get this Nutella, or you're gonna get just one Toronto. What would you pick?
Nutella.
Nutella, of course.
Of course.
Nutella.
Of course, yeah.
But what do
Yeah,
we
you're
have
gonna
to
have-
do to obtain that Nutella?
Yeah, entonces, so you're comparing the Toronto with the Nutella. What is the cost of mopping the floor for you? For you, mopping the cost of to mop the floor is just one Nutella and not a Toronto. Did you understand this part?
Yes, I understand.
Oh, yes. You choose the best benefit to the same activity, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
So human beings, reasonable beings, always choose the right decision.
It's about it's about what price you put to your job, something like that.
Yeah. It
Okay.
could be defined like that.
Okay,
It
I
could be
understand.
defined like that. Yeah, because it's like making a decision. You're gonna get the best decision, no? Right. You're gonna choose what is the best for you. So this economic principle is about it. You're gonna choose the best for you.
Sure.
Okay, perfect. And we're gonna continue with the fourth economic principle. Who wants to read? Hello? Hello?
Me, I want to read. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Individuals act by incentives. As we said, individuals make decisions comparing costs and benefits. their behavior can change when the costs and benefits are modified. This is individuals respond to incentives. Read the example.
Well, yeah, if you want, there is not too much to read, but do it.
Well,
Or no, tell me what do you think the example is about? Tell me the example.
okay, I understand that if the apple increase its price, customers are going to choose the other fruit that I don't remember the name.
Well, okay, well, that is perfect. The name of the other picture is a pear. Pear. Here's the sound. Oh, I know it doesn't sound okay. Pear, yes. Okay, and that's example exactly is what you said is because individuals act by incentive. If I am the government, I am Maduro, Nico. No, I can't say that. If I am
Hey,
the if I am the government and I put a tax. Do you know what is a tax?
Yes, I know.
Okay,
Yes.
yep.
okay. If I put a tax on the apples on the apple market, consumers or customers are gonna buy now pears. Why? Because they are cheaper than the apple. So these are the incentives. If I reduce the price of a product of an article, people are gonna do it because it is cheaper. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it is a little bit of economics. Okay, here we go. And the fifth economic principle. Okay, who wants to read this part?
Me tengo que poner
Hello, mommy, dime.
Who wants to read this economic principle?
Going to start because I
Hello.
Me.
oh,
Okay.
between two for person to specialize in the is good. For example, houses, etc. People use a greater goods prices at a cost. What's the meaning of welfare?
Prefer. Where? Of which word? Which word? Hello.
Welfare. Welfare. It was
Welfare. Welfare is like the I feel good today. You know, it's feeling good. Welfare is like feeling good. Okay. We have here this economic principle. It talks about the commerce between two countries, or the commerce between the world, between each other. Okay. And this tells us that the commerce between two countries can bring a lot of benefits for both countries. For example, we are here in Venezuela. What do we produce a lot here? We produce a good chocolate. And what does produce Colombia? Colombia produces a really good coffee. So if we trade with Colombia and we can get a little bit or a lot of coffee, and they're gonna get a lot of chocolate, and we're gonna try to do that change, and that has to be, well, we're gonna do that change thinking in the benefit for both. So we're gonna give them the chocolate with a low price, and they're gonna give us the coffee with a low price too. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
okay. Okay. Basically, is that commerce with other people and with world can bring us a lot of welfare or welfare. Okay, we're gonna continue with the next economic principle, and this is a little bit complicated to explain, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, who wants to read?
Marketing usually constitutes a good mechanism to organize economic activities. Market economy. Economy assigns resources through the centralized decisions of many enterprises and homes as they interact in the market of goods and services. Enterprise and homes interact in the market, in which prices and personal interest guide their decisions. Prices are the tools that the invisible hand uses to guide the economy.
Okay, does anyone know anything about the invisible hand?
What? Sorry?
Does anyone know something about the invisible hand of Adam Smith?
No, I don't know.
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith? No.
Can
Okay.
you repeat the question, please?
Does anyone know anything about the invisible hand? That is like a definition that made Adam Smith, the invisible hand. No.
Nope.
Are you sure?
No.
Yes.
No.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Who said yes?
Nobody. I said that yes to the question that I don't know that if I
Okay.
so
Okay.
no, no.
Basically, the invisible hand. We have heard this a lot. I think you heard about this, but you don't know the title. Let's say it like that. The invisible hand is basically the mechanism of self-regulation that the market has. Is that an example like for this definition or for the physical hand is that, for example, I am an enterprise. I am a company. So, and then my company produces, let's say, phones. Okay, but think now that every company or yeah, the market, the whole market, Apple, Samsung, said that ZTE, Alcatel, all of them produce the same phone with the same characteristics, with the same features.
Okay.
Okay. And now I'm gonna do with my company this. I'm gonna produce the same phone for a higher price. All the phones in the market are valued or the prices are $1,000, and I'm gonna produce the same phone with the same features in $2,000. What are you gonna think is gonna happen to my company? Hello. Hello.
Okay, we have to go really slow. Can you repeat
Okay,
again?
perfect. Okay, I'm gonna explain it. I am a company, right?
Okay.
Cool.
And my company makes phones.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we have to put some. Okay, where I'm gonna sell the phone in a market. Okay, and let's think that the market or every company that makes phones or that make phones sell the same phones. O sea, all the companies are selling the same phone. Apple is selling the same phone. Samsung is selling the same phone at the same price. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm
You
gonna
have an
produce
expensive phone because iPhone
Okay.
have expensive phones.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
yeah.
imagine that every single phone has the same price.
Okay.
Okay. And now Apple makes the same phone, Samsung the same phone at the same price. And now I'm gonna produce the same phone with the price with a higher price. Okay. Let's say that Apple is selling their phones to $1,000 and Samsung the same and all the companies the same. And I'm gonna sell my phone to $2,000. You understand that?
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is gonna happen to my company? I'm gonna sell my phones with the
No,
price.
No.
No.
No, right? Because it's the same phone, so you're gonna kick my butt because I'm selling the
wait.
same phone with $2,000.
I think that there can be an exception when you have a real great marketing, I mean publicity. I
Yeah,
think maybe you can find a way to sell your phone
exactly.
as the other ones.
That's
No,
true.
that's
That's
actually
true.
what Apple do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yes.
right.
Moises,
yeah,
if you were Apple, you could sell the cell phone in that price, but you are not.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
actually, that's what Apple does always because
Yeah, Apple can do it because Apple has the power of the brand. But that
Yeah.
is, you can see
Yes.
now that the economy has a lot of points that if you move one, you can change everything. That's fantastic, but it's really complicated. But let's think that in this imaginary world that I explained to you, I'm not Apple, and all the companies and all the brands are the same. My company basically is gonna lose it. It's gonna be broken.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sell
Yes.
anything because I'm selling the same phone with the same features, but with a higher price. So I'm going to be broken because I'm not going to sell anything. And this economic principle is about it. The market is going to beat me. The market is going to get me out of it. Do you know? You understand?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. I
And
actually
that is,
understand.
and that's the mechanism of the invisible hand that the market basically is going to put you in or get you out of it.
Okay.
So, okay, it's important for you to understand this part because it's a little bit complicated to explain, but okay, you understood, and it's good. Okay, well, let me see if I can explain you. No, but it's a little bit complicated because I need some graphs and stuff to explain you better. Well, we're gonna continue with seven economic principles. Who wants to read?
Me.
Okay, do it.
The state can sometimes improve the economy. Although the market used to be a good mechanism to organize economic activities, this rule has some exceptions. There are two reasons why the state intervenes in the economy to promote efficiency or equity.
Exactly, and that's the reason why. Okay, we have here. The state is like the government, imagine. So, uh, the government can influence the market or the economy of the country by doing some stuff. like, for example, to promote efficiency and equity. But the state or the government can do that, but can also make a disaster with the country by moving just, for example, by putting change control I forgot the word of the bill of the I oh, how do I say that? Let me see. Change
Currency,
control.
maybe.
Yeah, but
Currency. Yeah.
it's like the state can. Okay, let's start the game. There are two reasons why the state intervenes in the economy to promote efficiency and equity. The government, all the government wants is to promote efficiency. It's to be more productive, to increase our PIB. You know, do you know the PIB? Do you know what is the PIB?
No. No. What is it?
The what?
PIB, or well, that's in Spanish. It's product, producto, es que es difícil explicar. Producto interno bruto. That's the definition in Spanish, the PIB. Producto interno bruto, that's the definition. Okay, well, the state just promote to increase the efficiency, to produce more and more products, and to be productive, and to promote the tourism, and with that, to promote equity, and to distribute those benefits to the population, and that's doing. And you see that it's basically the same thing we saw in the first economic principle. It's the same thing. So the state is going to, the state or the government wants the welfare of its population. So we're gonna go to the next economic principle. That is number 8. And who wants to read the start?
I can read.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. A standard of living of a country depends on its capacity to produce goods and services. In 2003, the income of the average Americans was $37,500. The Mexicans, $8,450, and the Nigerian, $900. These differences are shown in some indicators of the quality of life, like health care, better nutrition, more TVs, more cars, etc.
Okay, and example. Okay, do you know each word that is in this economic principle?
Yep. Yes.
Yes. Okay. We have here, how do I explain this? Okay, we have that this is related with the PIB, the Producto Interno Bruto. And it's that the Americans produce a lot of products, articles, and per American, they have $37,500. Okay. And Mexican less, and Nigerian less. And this is the quality of life. Now I'm gonna ask you, the quality of life of the average American, how is? It is so good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they live good. They go. They can do basically everything. Let's say it like that. Let's say that. So what if I'm gonna tell you the Nigerians, the quality of life of the Nigerians, how is it? it is not so good, like the Venezuelan average, right? Okay, well, I'm gonna explain you in this part. You see this let's okay, you see this picture of here, the company that is here, right?
Yes.
Okay. If we produce more and more products and more services, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have a better life, a better services, and better everything, right? That's what the economy says. So, but there is um, some countries that this thing is not like this. For example, we have China. China produces a lot and a lot of products and services, everything. But the quality of life that they have is not the best. And this economic principle is about it. Do you understand?
Yes,
I,
I understand.
yes, but I have
Okay,
a question, Moises.
okay, tell me.
Okay, and in China, they don't have a good quality, good life quality because uh, why? Why is this related to the political um, part?
Yeah, of course, because they work. You see, I know you have heard about the worker hours of China. They work a lot of hours with no resting, and they are basically working in so small spaces. And this is because of the economy that has China, the politics that China has of
Mm.
producing, and not take care too much about workers and about the population. And it is because of that.
Right. Oh my God.
And actually, China doesn't have that good quality of life. And
Wow.
you can actually, after the chat, when the chat finishes, you can make a research about it. And China doesn't have that good quality life.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay, perfect. And let's go now with the number 9 economic principle. So who would like to start?
Oh my God.
If you have questions, please tell me because they're important too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to take this part?
Me, I want.
Okay.
Okay. But prices go up when the government prints too much money. In most of cases, when inflation or the increases in prices are high and persistent in the economy, the culprit is usually the same, the growth of the money amount. Amen. When a government creates large amounts of money, its value decreases.
Okay. Well, this is
Venezuela.
yeah, right. Yeah, it is like that.
100% Venezuela.
Yeah, it is right. When the government, this is about this economic principle is related with the offer and demand law. Do you know about it? Offer and demand traffic.
Wait,
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's related to that because why? If we here in Venezuela, for example, we don't have that demand of money. We don't want bolívares. We want? What do we want?
dollars.
We want dollars, right? So when there is no demand, when people don't want bolívares, and you print more and more and more and more and more bolívares, we're gonna you're devaluating, you're depreciating your bill, you're depreciating the bolivar. So, and this economic principle is about it, and also it's the money or the value of the money is established for several points. One of those is the offer and demand, and one of those is the backed. If the money is backed in gold, for example, in fossil fuels, and etc. And it is about inorganic money. And it is a more complicated thing about the economy. It is hard to explain these things about economics in a chat, but it is interesting. If you want to learn about it, it is gonna be interesting. I swear. Okay, let's go with the last. Oh, with the last one, with the last economic principle. Who wants to read this part? Hello?
I want to read.
Okay, do it.
Society faces a short-term dilemma between inflation and unemployment. Most economics describe the short-term effects of an increase in the amount of money as follows. An increase in amount of money stimulates the level of expenditure. I don't know how to say it. And therefore, the demand for goods and services. An increase in demand may lead companies to increase their prices over time, but in the meantime, also follows increased production. This means hiring workers. An increase in hiring means a decrease in unemployment.
Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna explain this. Okay, so we have here that we face. Now we're gonna go to the first economic principle. Is that we face dilemmas. Okay. So where the society is facing a dilemma between the inflation and unemployment. A most economic short-term effect of an increase in the amount of money as follows. Okay, an increase of the amount of money. When we print money, we print more money, stimulates the level of expenditure. The expenditure is like, if you have more money, you're gonna waste more money, right? If you earn, for example, if you earn right now $10.
I understand because you said, well, the principle said that when you print more money, that money vale, I forget how to say that, less. And so it doesn't matter if you have a lot of money, you can pay those services. So I don't understand.
Exactly. It's a little bit complicated. That's because this is a dilemma. If you print a lot of money, for example, if you print a lot of bolivares, the bolivares are gonna lose their values. But the dilemma is that if you print a little bit more money, it could increase the amount of money that you spend every day, and that demand of goods and services are gonna make that the companies produce more and more services and goods, and that stimulates the market. And for produce more and more products and services, you're gonna need more workers. So with that, you are gonna basically reduce the unemployment that your country has. You understood, right? Or I don't know if you understand. If you understand.
Yeah, because I don't understand how you can tell me that I print more money.
Right.
I'm going to the people is going to buy more things, because if I print more money, it doesn't matter how much money I can print, because that money is going to be less money. I don't know. I can print a lot of bolivares, but you can't
Right?
buy anything with that. So the people who buy stuff are not going to buy anything. So why I
Right.
should increase my
Right.
my production if I'm not going to sell anything? I don't understand.
Right, but it is a dilemma. But see these two words, short term. Is this you can apply this in a short term because in the long term it is going to be bad for your economy, for your economy. But this is a dilemma. Economists have a lot of points of view. So you can say, oh, if we do this, it can happen. It could make this, but if you make this, it is gonna affect this other thing. It is complicated, but this is a dilemma that most of the economists have in the short term. This is to apply in the short term. But if you apply this in a long term, like Venezuela does, it is gonna be a lot bad for your economy, and it is not gonna be good for you. Tell me.
I think I understand because I'm trying to put this in the context of Venezuela. So
Right.
actually, what happened the next day, the day before, yes, the day after, the president devalued the Bolivar.
Yeah.
Because Maduro says on you are going to the disaster that he does. So on Saturday, everyone thinks that have more money and everyone buy a lot of stuff. So at the short term, everyone is start to buy a lot of things. But when a week passes, you can't buy anything. This was
Right. And that's because it is the short term. But this you have to understand that Venezuela is like Narnia. The economy has economy has a lot of problems. Or for example, most of my classes, the classes that I am having in my university, a lot of things you can't apply to the economy of Venezuela because it's basically it's crazy. It's like yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's like a I'm gonna say that it is like a distortion. You can't apply things to Venezuela that could apply in normal economy, and that's why it is so hard to manage the economy here in Venezuela.
And why the economy of Venezuela is like that? I don't know. I mean, those of you are telling me that these are the principles of economy, and even if I live, I don't know, in Japan, it should work. So why here
Yeah.
does it work like that?
And
Because
at the end of
here you have a lot of controls that affects a lot to the economy. If you have controls, you can't let the invisible hand to influence the economy. If you have controls, the state can't control everything, and that's history, and that happened with China before they turned into a capitalism economy, and that happened to Russia with the communist past, and with Greece, with everything, Italy in the past, of course, and this is hard to explain. If you have Venezuela is like another world, and you have to apply a certain laws, or you have to apply certain things to make the economy revive again.
yeah, but I think that other I don't know reason for
Yeah.
this disaster for us is that I think that people here are I don't know how to say that unexpectable. You don't know what they going to react to the new
Right.
laws, to the new yeah controls, and they're always, I mean, we always want to find a way to earn more money, and we always, I don't know, make another, we get great, and do things that we don't should do if you want to recover the economy. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's reality. We
yeah,
can go
that's the
like that.
problem here. Here we have, and you don't know what the government is going to do today and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Because, and that insecurity, that insecurity that we have here in Venezuela affect or influence the economy a lot. And that's other variant or other feature of the value of the money of the Bolivar. If you don't know what's going to happen, what the government is going to do, what the BCV is going to do tomorrow, if they're going to print or not, they're not going to print, they're going to open the control, the monetary control, that that you don't have that thing that you don't have what to expect from this government or from the country or for the country is going to affect your economy because you're not giving security to the businessmen, to the enterprises, and that's why we are here. We are like this, and that's complicated to understand us like that. Yeah, I know it's complicated, but when you understand each thing of the economy, it's going to be easy. So, what other questions do you have? I answered your question, or
I think you answered my question, so I'm not going to say anything else. Thanks, Moises.
okay. So you have to understand that Venezuela is another world, and it is hard. It is hard to explain that because the economy has a lot of things that affects one and another, and that's so difficult to explain like this. So it is hard, right? It is hard to explain that, but
You
it
use an advanced chat with people who knows something about economy and like a debate about Venezuela economy and trying to figure it out why it is like that. You know, trying to explain what is happening, what is happening, this kind of stuff. It will be fine.
yeah, yeah, it would be interesting to make that in Java, but I think we can't do a debate in Java about the economy of Venezuela because of the problems of the
Well,
securities
no, trying. It's not talking about politics. It's talking about trying to, you
to
know,
solve this.
to explain theoretically what is happening here. You know, trying to
Okay.
explain the economy in Venezuela, comparing it with another's countries, like you say, I don't know, Russia, China, and that kind of stuff, and trying to understand what is happening, the phenomenon, that kind of stuff, you know. But in
Yeah,
theory,
yeah, yeah. It would be interesting. I would be glad to participate in that
you should do it.
scenario.
You should do, not participate. You should be the one who did that.
Me? Wow. Well, it would be.
You're the one who's studying economy, not me.
Yeah, yeah. It would be fine. I could. I'm gonna talk with Barbara and Dan and the ABA leaders, and I'm gonna explain that to them, and I'm gonna see if I can do it. It would be fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think, do you have another one question about these topics and the economic principles? Any of them? I don't know. You have no,
No, thank you.
no. Okay. Well, I think the chat is over. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
And
Thank
for trying
you.
to
well,
explain us.
I
If
hope
I
it
don't,
was pretty interesting for you, and well, and that you enjoyed this chat. And so I'm gonna actually I'm gonna send you after this the questioning. Yeah, and that's well. I think this was great for you as it was for me, and so I see you guys in AVA or wherever we see. Okay, I'm gonna stop the direct here.